Imagine this. Imagine being the parent or a caregiver of a child with epilepsy who had chronic seizures. They would have seizures every day, and the medication that they took would be pretty ineffective, and you felt pretty much helpless in most aspects in helping them. Um, what if the best treatment for them was medicinal marijuana? I believe that everyone in this room may know someone suffering from an ailment that may be better treated with medical marijuana than their current form of treatment. After researching this topic for the last few weeks and also researching it throughout my high school experience, I believe that I am well versed enough in the subject to give a comprehensive speech about medicinal marijuana. So today I would like to introduce to you, or possibly remind you of the many uses of medical marijuana. Medical marijuana can be used in treating a number of illnesses, and unnecessary suffering occurs when medical marijuana is illegal. So according to Jennifer Patterson, who wrote in The Hazy Debate Over Medical Marijuana from Benefits Canada in 2016, marijuana is used to treat everything from HIV/AIDS, pain, chronic pain, Crohn's disease. It's used to treat chemotherapy when people are going through that. It's used in a variety of ways. And not only is it used widely, but it's also a cheaper alternative to many other forms of medicine, such as a common chemotherapy, which is called Nofran, which costs about $40, whereas a joint of marijuana costs about $2 under this Canadian benefit plan. So not only is it cheaper, but medicinal marijuana would also be safer than a lot of current pain medications, because a lot of the current pain medications rely on opioids. So if you've heard about Vicodin, OxyContin, anything in that family, it's usually an opioid, and it's used to block pain receptors to the brain. And according to the American Journal of Public Health, states that had legalized medical marijuana saw a 25% reduction in opioid-related fatalities in the age range from 21 to 40. So that's a pretty big number. And in the same article, they talk about how in states that have legalized medical marijuana, they also see less car fatalities are related to opioid use. So we've seen how it's safer. What else can it be used to treat? Medical marijuana is used throughout in ways that you might not think about. It's used to treat bulimic patients, anorexic patients, because one of the side effects is it gives you an appetite, and also seizures. The Epilepsy Foundation doesn't recommend using marijuana because it's technically illegal in a lot of states, but what they do say is basically if your current form of medication is not helping you enough and it's legal in your state, it's something you should definitely look into. So I think that's pretty interesting. I mean, they don't fully endorse it, but they say that, they basically fully endorse it. They basically say that it's one of the better treatments. 30% of people with epilepsy, according to the Epilepsy Foundation, don't feel 100% under their current treatment, and I believe 15% of people reported benefits by taking medical marijuana. So what can you guys do to implement this? One is to do your research and research which candidates support medical marijuana. According to the according to NORML, they rated the presidential candidates on their medicinal marijuana positions. Trump got a C-, Hillary received a B+, and Jill Stein and Gary Johnson both received A's. And I believe doing your research, sending letters to Congress is obviously a great way to implement change. And These are actually, you can fill these out and send them to your local senator, and she pass those around. And they are pretty convincing. You can also go to the website listed, and they have templates that you can use on your social media and throughout your social media presence to show people that you were in favor of legalizing medical marijuana. So, visualize a world where people suffering from numerous different maladies could be benefited by marijuana, and opioid use wasn't as a big of issue. I mean, thousands of people die from overdoses because it's so common in our society to prescribe opioids as for chronic pain, people who've been in injuries, people who've been in accidents. It's such a common treatment, and it's so often